It's unbelievable. Everything is achievable. Why would I be deceiving you, bro? That ain't even cool.
Humbled Under Him presents Mr. Chopping It Up with the HuHmies.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I don't even remember what beat that was.
Cash Monkey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll sell it to you. I'll let you get the rights to it.
Sell me the rights. You got it licensed.
Yeah, I got a license. Copyrighted.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah. I don't know either, man.
Yeah.
I'm having some
Had the turkey day go on.
situations going on.
Oh, you freaking out again?
Well, I mean, no, because I know now that it's not my heart. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm cool now. But I still got stuff going on. You feel me? That's reasons I was having the feelings that scared me to begin with, you know? So, I'm ready to go see that doctor and get something working. But just so happened, I don't know. Maybe it's because, we ate that cauliflower pizza last night or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I woke up, man. I was sleeping great. Woke up middle of the night. I had a pain. You know how you get like a sharp, not sharp, but pretty sharp pain in your stomach? I mean, and it was like the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just got, and it was just like, you know what I mean? The whole thing. I was like, like it's one. I was like, I mean, it was bad. Like, woke me up out my sleep. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know they were going to throw up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like,
go poke.
but nothing happened. It eventually moved around a little bit. Went back to bed. And then I woke up with hunger pains. So I was hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like now, see, like there was a point last week, like over on this side, it was like a little sharp pain right here. And then it'll go away, like in my intestines. Right now, it's right down here, like in another area. You know what I'm saying? And so I gotta get it figured out, my guy.
Yeah.
Like whatever's going on in there, like let's fix it. What do I need to do? I'm tired of, you go to like a regular doctor and they're like, oh, go do this and go do that. Like want you to do 37 different tests before they'll send you to a actual expert or a specialist. And I'm like, dude, I know it's something inside here in my intestines. What's the doctor for that? It's the GI doctor. That's where I need to go. I don't need to do an ultrasound, a CT scan, X-rays and all this other stuff to know that I need to go see this guy.
You gotta get like a referral or something.
That's what they were trying to say, but I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Jeannie got on the phone, got in touch with a guy, told him what I had going on, and not only that, back in like January or February, something like that, which will probably be worse now. So I'll probably end up getting scans again. But I had some CAT scans done because I had got up one day and there was like a sharp pain shot down. It was something bad. And I went to the ER just in case because I didn't know if it could be like a hernia or something, And if something like that happens, they say like you need to jump right on it. So they couldn't figure nothing out. And it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like when something's going on and they can't find you, like something's going on. You feel me? Like it's not nothing. And they just, we don't know what to tell you. I'm like, I get it. It's the ER, and that's not your primary doctor. You need to work with a doctor to work through it and figure it out. Maybe they can't see it right now. Maybe you can't. Like maybe it's something that, even on a scan, you can only see at certain times, depending on, like I said, how it moves, obviously, whatever's going on. So I'm sure it's like, I've had a terrible diet my whole life. I've done drugs, and
What's that Ferrari, bro?
nah, that made me feel good.
It's that Ferrari.
But just want to figure it out, man. It's just like, quality of life, you feel me? Like I can live with whatever. That's what you got to do. That's what I'm going to do. But, if I can go do something about it, I'd
Just
rather
get a colostomy bag. You can just poop in the bag and figure it out.
Nah, bruh.
And stream through it.
Nah, I ain't doing none of that. they hit me with that, I'm gonna be like, I don't think so.
No.
Nah, we're gonna have to figure something else out. I'm gonna have to hit me with the Neuralink or something. What do you think about that? You seen people posting about the Neuralink? Yeah. You know what it is though, right? We talked about it a little bit before. Rogan's talked about it from Elon Musk and them with
They want to put the microchip in your head.
yeah. Well, obviously I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it originally what I had heard was it was like, little chip supposed to be for people like eye problems or people that would like these seizures. I think they were caused by something particular, and it's supposed to help with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Little electroshock and stuff or something, whatever. That's cool. But I guess somebody posted the other day talking about, man, they having it for so people could get it, and I think he's talking future tense, having one of them in, and you don't even like have to text. You could just like use your mind to text what you need to text. And I wouldn't get it for that. You feel me? Like I wouldn't like, oh man, let me get that chip, bro, so I could text with my head. You know what I mean? Like. And if somebody wanted to, whatever, I don't care. But if it was like something health related, though, I don't see the problem with it. You know what I'm saying? If
Does it hook up to your Alexa?
Probably.
So
you know
just come in and thank
them. I'm sure it's got Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, built-in Wi-Fi.
Yeah. You'd be like, I ain't getting no signal, man. I got to go over here, man, get my Neuralink.
You over there like that?
Yeah.
In a dead spot.
Yeah, I'm in a dead spot. But
you coming down Mount Eagle like that?
But I just seen a dude online that had posted something about it, man. He was calling people lazy. Just lazy. Because they would be using it to text. And I was like, bro, that's not lazy. You know what I mean? I'm like, calling that lazy is like, are cars lazy?
Yeah.
You should walk. I was like, should you use Google or go get an encyclopedia and travel the world? You know what I'm saying? Like that, you calling everything lazy. There's always advances in scientific stuff. I was like, he was trying to
ride lawnmowers lazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, but it's not though. It makes it like
easier.
Yeah, it simplifies things, and that's okay. That's not lazier because dude was saying like, there's no shortcuts in life and stuff. I'm like, of course there's shortcuts in life. You know what I mean? You can't shortcut hard work. There's certain things that require hard work, and there's not shortcuts for hard work. People say there's no shortcuts in life. Yes, there are shortcuts in life. There's no shortcuts to hard work. And certain things in life require hard work, so you can't shortcut that. But somebody doing that's not lazy. I was saying to dude, like, look, being lazy is doing nothing when something needs to be done. That's being lazy. You don't need to be texting with your fingers. If you could text with your head, not that, like I said, I'm not signing up for it, but I'm just saying if somebody did, I don't think that's lazy.
Yeah, like, oh man, I need to holler at so-and-so, and then
your phone's sitting on the other side of the house or something, and you can just
you're in the shower or whatever.
Yeah, like, why not? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's just an advance in modern science. It's not lazy.
No.
Like that. That's the only point I was making. Like, I'm not signing up for it. I think it's dangerous. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you're messing with anything in your brain, in your head, and I do understand some people's thing too is like, bro, bump that. Like, you're gonna be hooked up to this thing, and the next thing you know, the government just shuts you down. They can control you, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what they could do? Send little impulses, make you do things. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not interested in that. They already do that. They do it now psychologically with like commercials and different things and sounds and the way they do things. They do that on purpose. People who advertise, businesses do it on purpose, That's why there are jingles. That's why there's music and all these different things, because it attracts you. It keeps you sucked in, So.
Like Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah.
Well,
all
they're so
of
expensive.
It. Yep. So. Anyway, I thought maybe you had heard about it, man, and the Neuralink. Like I said, I think if it's for helping people, why not? And I think if somebody's into it and they want to spend the money and get it so they can text from their head, do you think, bro?
Yeah. Man, somebody,
I would just, be careful, like I said, because the control aspect of it, you never know. Was it you that sent me that thing? No, I think Doughboy sent it to me. I need to share it to you. The dude talking about the government. He said, talking about, you don't believe in conspiracy theories? He was like, I mean, not, he's saying, like, I don't mean all of them, but he's like, but a couple of them?
Yeah.
He was like, you think the government just batting 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, you think they ain't lying to us? He was like, they're supposed to be in control, you know what I mean, of what's going on. He's like, I have a son, one son.
Yeah.
He's like, I lie to him all the time.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, bro, that's obvious. So be careful, man. You're going to Neuralink, just, know what you're getting into, know that there are risks.
It's kind of like they're trying to do the electric cars. You know why? So they can shut them all down.
That would be, in a way, though, it's kind of smart, though. At least you can get out of the car and leave. You know what I mean? What if they lock you in?
Yeah.
You just stuck. You trying to kick the glass out.
I just watched it.
That's why he making that truck with the bulletproof glass. You can't kick yourself out.
Yeah. Yeah, just trapped. Got
Just
everybody.
trapped. They let some of that James Bond gas out. You know what I mean? You just
Gotcha.
then your Neuralink kicks off and you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do whatever they tell me to do.
Yeah.
That is gonna be the future. Y'all watch and see, man. I mean, I see it. Mm-hmm. Like, the young ones mostly don't see it because they're raised with the internet and everything. It just seems like normal life. But it is a progression where they're trying to control everybody. They want it to be the elites. And then, after that, it'll be robots or humans that they can use like robots. And then it'll be like outliers. Mm-hmm. You'll have like, I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but a long time from now, who knows how close it could start and be, close to looking like that. But within 1,000 years, it'll be for sure. Mm-hmm. Like you go back 2,000 years, we're talking about Jesus, died, right?
Yeah.
Or was raised, from the grave, however you want to look at it. But that was 2,000 years ago. So in half of that time, you know what I mean? And you see the advances we've made over the last 100 years.
Yeah.
That are like ridiculous. Mm-hmm. So within 1,000 years, it's going to be a completely different place. And it's going to be technologically run. Unless something like catastrophic happens, that could happen too.
I mean, even like warfare, like
the
colonial, like we're just going to line up.
Exactly. That's what they used to do.
Shoot back at me.
Yeah, now we got drones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a whole new ballgame. Now we're sneaking around and we got little bitty cameras. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like little bitty drone that could just sneak in, probably shoot you with a dart. You know what I mean? Like, for real. So it's going to look like a new landscape, and that's why, people need to be careful out there. I mean, use technology to your advantage.
Yeah.
But don't let it use you, or don't let the powers that be control you and use you,
Mm-hmm. You get stuck in the
Kanye,
TikTok
I think Kanye is a little crazy, but I think in that crazy there's some truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these people like, oh, he's just a genius, something like that. There's some truth in there. Mm-hmm. He's experienced some things that none of us have experienced. He's been places, and you can't relate to that unless you've been a billionaire, unless you've done those things, been in those places, been doing that for 10 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he has. You have no idea.
There's something to it.
That's what I'm saying. There's something to there besides just being a little crazy. Mm-hmm.
There's something
because we're all a little crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you can say he's crazy, but you can also say he's mad.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, just because of something you said. Now these people.
Oh, I agree. And then like you can see by some of the backlash of stuff, and then you seen them people about the Balenciaga stuff, right? I'm like, I mean, this is what they want. Why do you think they had the Epstein Island and all that?
Yeah.
Because these people want to do that. They want to, you know what I mean, have sex with little 15 and 16-year-old kids, and they want it to be okay. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's a progress. Look what they're doing. They're going to control everybody with the multiverse and all that. They're gonna get you locked in. You're gonna hate your life. So you just want to go home and put this thing on, whatever it is at that time. It'll be more than goggles then, so you can be whoever you want to be. You can be a rock star. You just out there performing shows for a fake crowd, got a computer generated crowd, but you don't know. You know what I mean? They're not even telling you. You think it's a billion people across the world love your stuff, but you just on there, and you just making a fool of yourself in the house, and they don't care. Meanwhile, they're all running around sleeping with little kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what they want, bro. They want to blind the masses so that the powers that be could do and live however they want to.
That's crazy. Man.
It is crazy, but it's the truth. It's always been that way. Like, the powers that be have always wanted to just do whatever they want to do. It's okay for them to do it, but not okay for anybody else.
Yeah.
And first of all, some of the things that people do are wrong. But other things like, like having knowledge of certain things, you know what I mean? Like, there's definitely things going on out there that people somewhere know about that regular people like us don't know about.
Yeah.
And they can say, oh, we want to protect the people. No, I mean, you want to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You want to keep the power. And you want to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, just be careful out there, man. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. $29.95.
You can do it with your brain through the Neuralink. You can just zip, zip.
Yeah.
You can like, comment, and subscribe all through your mind.
All through your mind.
So I might be pushing this Neuralink thing.
Yeah. Neuralink.
I mean, not for me, but if you're
yeah.
under 30, maybe it's for you.
Yeah.
Or if you're watch, I'm gonna go to the GI on Tuesday, and he's gonna be like, man, this Neuralink could really tighten you right on. You know what I mean? Have your quality of life, man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Your brain will tell you.
Look, this is how they'll get you on it,
work.
bro. Look, this is how they're gonna get you on it. It's not gonna be super expensive. That's all they gotta do.
Yeah.
They'll be like, nah, listen, man. $500 and we'll put you on a payment plan, man. Well, $500, 5 years, no interest.
Man,
That's nothing, man. It's like $5 a month.
Do you remember that movie? What was it called? The Repo Man? Where like
I feel like I do, but I don't.
But it was like say you needed a heart transplant, right? All right, they got you a heart. But it was on a payment plan. Well, if you didn't pay, they come found you and took the heart back.
Yeah, see?
So like
that'll be what they do. It's gonna be a monthly subscription. And you don't pay it, you just at the house like this. You can send out emergency message once a day, so you can hit one of your people to try to get them to go pay your bill.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay after 7 days, they just let you die.
Yeah.
They come and strip your Neuralink out of your head, you clean it up, use it for somebody else.
Yeah.
They need that chip. You know what I'm saying? They need that little chip. You just kindling. They gonna throw you in the fire over there.
Yeah. So would you get a pre-owned Neuralink?
Ooh. Does it come with like some personality traits lingering from the last person? Although, man, I would say this though. What if they said you could get the Neuralink and then would bring all your memories back? You could access all your memories just vividly. And it would connect to your virtual reality thing. You can just put it on and bro, you know how lost people would be? Like, bro, people would legit go back into that, start changing things, get lost in that, and forget they're even on it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then all of a sudden, have a heart attack one day in real life, wake up and be like, oh, God, I'm 70. I've been on this thing. They just got me plugged in. You know what I'm saying? I went back to relive my life. You feel me? I went back to relive my life.
Yeah.
So I really don't know how to feel about it, because in one way I'm like, all right, live from 40 to 90, or let's say 80, or go back, you know what I mean, and relive from all right, actually live 40 to 80, or go back in virtual reality, so while you're actually 40 from 80, relive the young part. You see what I'm saying?
When your knee didn't hurt. When your back
Exactly,
didn't hurt.
that's what I mean. Like, what? I don't know.
Change it. You
Yeah.
couldn't change your memory.
Well, I feel like that's what they're going to put in there, though. They're going to find a way to warp it.
Like
you know
the
what I
book.
mean? And then they can just do whatever they want, bro. They can make your memory whatever by the time they do that. Then they can make history whatever they want it to be. You won't even remember any of the bad things the government did. There'll be fairies. and they're just the greatest thing. I love the fairies when they come here. You know, like I'm telling you, man, it's coming. I just so. And I'm not one of these people that's like, oh man, I'm just saying, like, bro, just be aware.
Yeah.
That's all. Just be aware, self-awareness, and some around you awareness. You know what I'm saying?
The all around you awareness.
Yeah, like just be aware. You know, because the powers that be, man, they do not care about you. Believe that. And I'm not talking about like God or anything like that. I'm talking about here in the flesh. You know, they do not care about you. I don't care what they say on TV.
I don't know. Some of that, like you try not. Like, I don't. People get all worked up about politics, right? I'm like, dude, it don't really matter. I mean, your taxes are gonna go up every year. That's the main thing I think about. It don't matter who's in office.
And
the cost of living goes
that
up
itself doesn't make any sense.
You know,
the cost of living, inflation on money makes absolutely 0 cents. Makes 0 cents. I mean, I've said it before, where like just with sales tax alone, if a car back in the day was $100, and so it was 10% tax, and you paid them $10 when you bought the car, they made $10 off of that one person. All right, 10 years later, the car costs $1,000 now. Why? So now they have to pay you $100, and it costs $1,000 to do all this stuff now. Like I don't get the correlation. Like, if there's more people, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't there be more money already coming in? So if $10 in tax on that car covered what it took to handle it then, why 10 years later all of a sudden that $10 doesn't handle somebody doing the same action that it took before? You know? And it just, I could understand if like there was something real behind the money. But there's not. So I could understand if it was like for gas, because we legit have to like pull the fuel. You know what I'm saying? So if we were running out, okay, now you're talking supply and demand. But when we're talking about like an action like that, it just, to me, doesn't make sense in the whole scheme of things.
Well, it's like,
unless it's lining somebody.
Well, it's kind of they running out of money. We're like for instance, my grandpa, I think he retired from General Motors, right?
Well, think about it. We're running out of money because all these people are hoarding the money.
Yeah.
All these politicians, man, they're stacking up this bank, and it's like, for what?
But like, so my grandpa retired like, what, I don't know, 50, 55 or something, right? From General Motors. Worked there when he was like 18. Well, they've been giving him a pension. He's got a pension longer than he even worked for the place.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they out of money. Just think about everybody that they've had that's been getting paid.
They're out of money because everything is costing more. You know what I mean? So now they don't have the money that they would have had to pay the pension, because they're having to spend more on this inflation that doesn't make anybody any money or any sense except for the powers that be. And if you don't see that, then you blind. You know, so it doesn't make sense. That's why I was kind of like, I wasn't like, you know, totally into the crypto, but in a way, I'm like, we kind of need something like that, you know, to get off of that teat, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it just is what it is. Because if we just said, you know what, forget all of that, let's just go back to trading our things. You couldn't inflate that. You couldn't inflate that, because how would you inflate it? You couldn't. You would have to have a tangible thing here to trade for that tangible thing or action or what. You know what I'm saying? There is no, like, you couldn't just make it up. And so, you know, when they just printing money, it's foolishness for the prices to be going up on things. Makes no sense. And, you know, these government officials and politicians, man, are supposed to work for us.
No.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, they're supposed to work for us. You feel me? So it even more doesn't make sense that all of this taxing and whatnot. How are their pay is going up? They're staying in office all these years, like Nancy Pelosi. Like, how ridiculous is that? We got to wait until something happens and she's scared and she decides to step down before somebody could take over that position. You know,
Why
after
is that?
Why
Why is that?
Why is it? That's what I'm saying. Why? Why do we allow that? Why is that even a thing?
Why does the president change every 4 years?
That's what I mean. It's like, dude, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And, I'm not calling for anarchy or nothing, but, man, we need to hold this stuff hold these people accountable. And it starts with us, too. Like, we have to hold ourselves accountable, Quit looking for somebody else to solve our problems,
Because nobody's coming.
Exactly, man. They're not coming. They're lying to you when they say they're coming. And when I say somebody doesn't care, like, look, let's say there's a politician out there, right? This person, like, legitimately cares about the environment. They care about people. They're a nice person, you know what I'm saying? And they really want to do some good. That's great. But at the end of the day, they don't care about you. Because think about yourself. You know what I mean? Everybody is selfish at the end of the day. When it comes down to you and your family, your surroundings, that's going to come first no matter what.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And if you're thinking about yourself when you say that, you know it's true, but you don't want to see that perspective when you're looking at these people. Mm-hmm. It's like we have blinders on. So, I mean, I don't know exactly what the answer is for all of it, but I think it definitely starts with being accountable.
And then sometimes what's good for everybody else might not be good for you.
Yeah.
Well,
that's kind of like, that's a big part of the problem too, is like we try to just come up with these blanket things. The government does this blanket things. And I get it, man. That could be a balance, man. You got almost 400 million people that have to be governed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but here's the thing. You don't have to govern us in that way. We need the roads to be right. We need the sewers right. You know what I mean? Like internet now, electricity, water, you know what I mean? Things like that. Take care of that, okay? And then make sure people aren't breaking the law, like real laws. Not like, I hate to say this completely, man, but like the drug law stuff is a little ridiculous, man. Like, I see people that, you see people that might like beat the brakes off somebody, put them in a coma and get out of jail, but somebody get caught selling drugs that somebody wanted to buy from them and get more prison time. Mm-hmm. It's like, how do you like correlate that or like, make that, you know what I mean? So it's a crazy balance, but with the law stuff, that's probably the hardest thing to, well, I don't think it's the hardest thing. I think if you really broke it down and you just went over the commandments, I think everybody could agree that that's a pretty good standard, basic, simple place to start. And if we all just acted that way and did those things and thought about it, like, what if somebody did this thing to me? Mm-hmm. It's not good. What if everybody did this thing? It's not good. So it should be pretty simple. Mm-hmm. So maybe the government just keeps it complicated like that because they want it to be complicated and confusing,
It is. It's just like drinking. You can drink alcohol at a certain age, right? But you can't drink and drive. But every place they get alcohol from, you have to drive to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bro, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no, the flow.
The
flow is no.
The flow is a no-go.
Yeah, no-go on the flow, Joe. But, yeah, it's almost like they set you up to fail.
Well, yeah, because like what I'm thinking is they want to be the elite power that is, you know what I mean, and control everybody else. And I do think that that's what they're headed towards. Or I say they, I mean we.
Law and order. What is it? No, not law and order.
But that's what I'm saying. See, look, here's the thing, though. They hit us with the law and order. Well, you want to rebel. You're like, no, I don't want to be told what to do. So they changed their approach. They pivoted. We'll just trick them.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
With the metaverse and all that stuff. You know what I mean? We're just going to trick you into being blinded, and then we'll suck you in, and you'll do it to yourself.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap. Mm-hmm. And once everybody's in, it's going to be the Matrix. Wouldn't it be crazy if that's why they did it? Like the Matrix movie happened, and they were like, this is a good idea, you know? Mm. Like, legit. It's wild.
Well, just like on the internet, you can be whoever you want to be.
That's what I'm saying. all these filters and all this. It's like, you
Same
know,
thing. The same thing. All of us say. Like, man, I know dude in real life.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You say that now, but that's what I mean. In the
I
future,
know
you
these
have no
people
idea.
I know these people in real life.
So, man, it's
The metaverse is gonna get you.
yeah, just be careful, man. Use it for what it is, because like if I could go in the metaverse and hang out with Swift, chop it up for a little bit, that's cool. I think that's cool. You know what I'm saying, to be able to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't go on there to be somebody else. Use it for what it is.
I mean,
know?
technology definitely helps a lot. Just
That's what I'm saying. But use it for that,
Yeah.
man. Be careful, man. With it's just like when you Google something and you automatically believe everything. Like, don't do that either. Like, Google, but research further than that. Like the place where you got that info, research that. Find out, because just it's just what it is.
research, I get your feelings hurt.
Well, it would. You know what I mean? You're probably gonna find out. That's why people don't want to research. They don't want the truth. Everybody want the lie that's being sold.
But though, it's kind of what it could be misinformed information on both sides.
That's true too. I mean, because obviously, me having these thoughts. I mean, I don't know it all.
Mm-mm.
You feel me?
Mm-mm.
But I will say this. I was going to say, well, what if I was wrong? The government's really just like, we love everybody and we just want everybody to play nice and be fair. And it's like, yeah, I don't think so.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody's had a moment where something was going on and like it was everybody comes into a competition in their life somewhere. Something in your life is a competition. You know what I mean? With another person. It might even be with yourself, something in yourself, in your life. And when that competition comes up, you'll see how you'll get selfish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that means everybody has something like that. See, and we don't want to see those things. We don't want to see our flaws. We just want to point at everybody else's and say, well, if you'd fix that, and I'm guilty of doing that too.
Yeah.
I catch myself sometimes doing that and go, let me just chill. Let me relax and, dial that back a little bit. Take a step back and just be thankful. I think we're missing a lot of that too, a lot of gratefulness. And especially for me, because I noticed that, like when I did music back in my early 20s, I wasn't thankful. I wasn't grateful for what God gave me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't. I was arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to be confident. Be confident and know that you know. You know what I'm saying? But arrogance is not where it's at. That's it's rude and it's it's disrespectful. You know what I mean, to yourself and others. And so I know firsthand for sure that gratefulness is like, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
We don't think about it, but it is a big deal. It's just like complaining about life at all. It's like, we don't have to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, this could not even exist. You wouldn't have anything to complain about.
Yeah.
So we're better off to just be grateful for what we have.
Remember when you didn't have it?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember when you didn't have it?
Remember when you didn't exist?
Uh.
Like, you do remember that you didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And the miracle of life, where you went from this microscopic thing into, you're here. I don't know what to call it.
Man, Maya, what'd she say? Maya and Rebecca were arguing. And Maya was like, I didn't ask to be born. I was like, actually, you were the fastest swimmer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, like, hey, she's like, I was lost.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
trying to find your way out. Yeah.
That's it.
How you get back out of here?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, yeah, it works. That's what they're telling. It's kind of what somebody else said that. It might have been Elon Musk. He's like, my kids weren't asked to be born.
Weren't asked
Yeah.
to be born? or didn't ask to be born?
Yeah,
He
my
said
kid,
weren't.
my kid didn't ask to be born.
What does that mean, though?
I don't
What
know.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is he saying?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'd be like, okay, well, you didn't ask to be born.
Yeah, but you're here.
Yeah.
You made
That's
them.
what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you didn't ask for it. You feel me? In all actuality, too, that should show you. How about you just ask for what you want and be grateful for what you got? See what happens.
Yeah.
You know? Because, look, you didn't even ask for this, and God blessed you with it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay? So just think about if you asked for something and you were thankful for what you already got and see what kind of magic you could work. I was listening to the Russ book. You know Russ, right? Okay, I was listening. He got an Audible audio book.
He got a book.
He got a little book, man. It's only like an hour and a half long. It's I'll tell you what the name of it is right quick. Give him a little plug, but not only that, I like to say if it's a good book or whatnot. It depends on what you're doing. It's called It's All in Your Head, Get Out of Your Way. You know what I'm saying? And it's really cool because it's all about like, just like we've talked about before, like believing and feeling now what you want your future to be. And not always seeing it in the future, because then if you do that, it's always in the future. You need to see it and feel it now, and that's perfectly fine. And the best way to do that is to visualize and feel it, and then be thankful for it now. Be thankful for your life right now, and be thankful for those things as if you already have them, and you can manifest whatever. And what I really thought was cool was he like metaphored it with music. Like, music is not an actual, like, you can't touch it. You can't, you know what I mean? But we manifest it from our minds.
Yep.
Like, I go into the studio and literally there's nothing there. Blank canvas, nothing at all. And then I manifest these ideas into this thing that's in like an emotion that still just is just, it's just, I don't know. It's like a spirit or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just out there. And I was like, that is a great way to, to look at it and make you feel powerful.
Music.
Not just music, but anything. Like, say like the people that came in here and painted this. This was not a real thing. And like, yeah, you can touch the wall, but you can't like do it. Like the artwork itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they came in here and manifested it on the wall because they seen it, they believed they could do it, they did it. And that's
now
all
it's
you gotta
done.
do. Exactly. It's having the faith to do it. And some people can say, "Oh well, what if I believe I could fly to outer space?" Hey man, listen. If you really believed it, hey, maybe I'm not gonna say it's not possible that you couldn't just take off and. Well, yeah, like that's what I mean.
You'd have to sit there and go, what would it take?
Exactly. That's
What
why I
would
was
it
going.
take?
Exactly. See, it ain't always.
And you get
That's
the
the
rocket
thing. I
ship.
think that's the thing, is we're too caught up in the how, and we try to control the how. And it's like no. Let the universe control the how, because the universe can do whatever it wants. God can do whatever He wants. You have no idea what He's capable of. So you just believe, and then He'll work out the how. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're trying to figure out the how, that's what gives you the doubt and the fear. So
Just like if you want a garden, you want this garden, you want to live off the land.
yeah, exactly.
Well, the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go out there and plow it
Yeah,
and fertilize the dirt.
but instead,
Then you need to find some seeds.
people
And
want
what
it
seeds do you
right
want?
now.
And then it takes time.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So don't think that just because you believe something, it doesn't happen today. That some things take time. Like, yeah, I could go over there and go, hey, I want to paint something on the wall, and I can paint something on the wall right now. But
first
if
you
I wanted to,
First, you got to get some paint.
yeah, that's true. You
And
know
then
what I mean?
at first, you got to have a wall.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But if I wanted to build the wall,
Yeah.
it might not happen right now.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little process at a time, but I already know that I can achieve that. So something like that is simple.
First, you
But
need the idea.
but if you recognize that, then you can see that anything is legitimately possible. and just be grateful for it along the way. Because look, here's the thing: if you're not like, if you find yourself like in those modes, like if you're doing something that you're not passionate about, then that's more probably when you're gonna, get discouraged by your complaining. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to like, get frustrated. I get frustrated when I'm doing music and things aren't working like I want them to sometimes. But I'm not gonna quit doing music because of that, because I love doing it. So,
But you've quit music how many times now?
Well, I wouldn't say I quit. I just didn't believe.
Didn't believe.
I didn't believe. You see what I'm saying?
So if you believe.
Exactly. Now I know.
It's just like
But here's the thing, too, is I know that the time is perfect. And it's not perfect because I say it is. You know what I mean? It's, for starters, the time is perfect because it's right now. Mm-hmm. So right now is always the perfect time. And if I had done certain things back then, I wasn't ready. I didn't appreciate. I wasn't grateful. My mind wasn't mature. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like none of those things. And not only that, what was my voice? What was I saying then? Was it needed? Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't needed. I was doing the same thing that all these people that are promoting all this violence and stuff now. Mm-hmm. That's what I was doing.
It's just like if we had social media back in our day.
Right.
How dumb would we look?
Bro, come on, bro. We'd have been the dumbest.
Because some people act really dumb now.
Yeah, man. Especially for attention. What? I mean, we'd have been the dumbest. No doubt. Good thing good thing it wasn't social media around. You feel me? Nobody got no track record.
I don't know nothing. I've never done a thing like that.
Nah, I would never do the dumb stuff these kids are doing these days. Mm-mm. But
I got some 8mm tapes from a little handheld.
We used
handheld camera.
We used disposable cameras. We still haven't went and printed them out yet. From our honeymoon. Honeymoon.
The honeymoon. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's life is wild, man. You gotta believe, be careful.
Oh yeah, and we're going on the cruise. Look.
Oh, I know, balling out on them.
I'm pumped up about that.
Going on a cruise. We cruising in the Bahamas.
Bahama cruising.
We ain't gotta say exact dates. I don't want nobody knowing too much, but what are we in, June or July? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Probably be some kids and stuff, but we ain't going with no kids, so.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Uh-oh.
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 Oh, look, the battery's dying again.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Well, like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe, like, and comment.
And then use your brain.
Brain usage.
You know what I mean? Think
outside the box.
Think about this, too. This morning, I went to grab my phone. I wanted to see what the weather was. I was like, let me grab my phone. Oh, camera's out of there.
Yeah.
We'll finish on some audio. Look, we'll make it real quick. I went on my phone, and I looked and to look at the weather. When I got there, I had a notification. Some dude asked me something on Messenger. Next thing I know, I'm on Facebook, and I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, they're trying to trick us. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. Be aware. That's what I'm saying. That's what this one is. Be aware.
Be aware.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't be aware of dog, be aware of owner. Be aware of self and surroundings.
Self and surroundings.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. We out.
Oh. Wayne beats Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Out now. Boom.
Bang.
Bang.